Shalom.
Wow.
First and foremost, we want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakakadash. Nebulonas to the elders and the apostles of great millstone that taught us this truth. Salutation to Yakim that push this word out there in sincerity and in truth. Right, and to the sincere accord that listen in silence. Right, these are two of the brothers from James, Trinidad, Brother Lamar.
Wow.
Right, coming to do another video through the spirit and power of Hashem Yahushai. You know, we just want to touch a little bit on gender equality and the hypocrisy of this man's kingdom. Alright, here in Trinidad, the 2020 budget was passed yesterday. Alright, and what went on inside the budget, you know, they always ask equal rights and justice between man and woman. But one of the matter of fact, the president of the single fathers association, Salakia, right, brought up some points, you know, stating basically some of the things that was read out in the budget was mainly for women. It benefit the women, you know, single mothers, but not the fathers, right? Like they said,
Childcare, free childcare.
You know, free childcare, daycare centers for single mothers, with some of the other things.
Basically, like they have abuse centers, you know, for the mothers and the single mothers, and they have like shelters. Like if they do have somewhere to stay in the night, they could go and stay in the shelter. But the thing with the shelter is they can't bring in the boy child. You know, the boy child is saying that basically it's really for a woman. So if she have a son, like say she have a son, the only age of 14, 15, he had to go and sleep somewhere by the hospital or on the promenade. Because it's not, they want, it's a no man, they want no man inside it. You know, just for women only. And this is the thing, you know, one of the things the Single Fathers Association was basically bringing to light. So,
hey, I have a precept here. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 40. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 40. Just bear with me 1 second. Right, verse 48, right, it says, therefore shall thou serve thine enemies which Yahweh by Shem Shai shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Alright, now the reason why I brought out this precept is because the father is actually the head of the home. Alright, and you see, when they actually go more deep of what the word father mean, father goes back to being the principal, the teacher, alright, or the power of the house, Abba, which is the Hebrew word Abba, right? And the word destroy goes back to destruct, yeah. So in a case like this, we're treating the man like that, like he ain't worth nothing in society, and he's the seed bearer, right, for a nation. Actually, what you're doing, you're destroying the nation, right? And these kind of laws that they passing come like a yoke of iron. You know, one of the fathers, the president of the Fathers Association, was saying he was ready to commit suicide, you know, because he has 7 children, and his child mother died of cancer recently, and nothing came out of the budget for the single fathers, only for the mothers, you know.
so he not getting no free healthcare, not healthcare, sorry, daycare. You gotta pay the daycare fees, you know, with the 7 children. And you have to go there and look for work still. Whilst a woman might have 2 children with her man, have him in court, right? Paying for paying for child through the court, and she getting free daycare and going and work and having another man. You know?
This is book of Jeremiah 31 and verse 22. It says, how long will thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh Hashem El Shai hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
And these bitches getting high up in and the budget deal that they put, they basically put a woman on a pedestal. You know? I feel it for the man who wanted to kill himself. I mean that's a weak move. But you could only say that because it's who feels it knows it. You know, you have to be your burden and, you know, push your best foot forward and do what you can do. But to see that when as it comes to a man, it have no gender equality. Only when it comes to a woman, it has gender equality. You know, they always want to reach where a man is, and they always want to be getting where a man getting. But hey, it don't go both ways. So where does that gender equality come out? Because you're making it easy for a single mother, but you're making a brick wall for a single father.
Can't. Because then too, it don't come like equality or equity, because why? Now the woman is above the man, right? And women don't work as hard as men. They know that for a fact. Alright? I myself working with majority of the team is women, and they don't push as the amount of work that a man will push. Yet they will say that they will do any work that a man could do, but put them in the hot sun to lift and mix concrete and to put down 8-inch bricks, 6-inch concrete brick, you know, while walking inside the mud when they forget and be heavy toting these bricks. No, I'm not saying that a woman cannot do that, but at the speed and the pace that a man could do it, because she's going to complain about everything.
Yeah, and right now, that's why I do it. The sun nowadays is terribly hot. You know? There's no escape, no shade that you could go and hide underneath. When you watch at the laborers and them face and everybody facing anguish. You now know. You're seeing the pressure on men's face. So I no place for a woman.
Yeah, a woman place according to the scripture is at home. You know, probably she could help draw water, she could help see about the flock. But to do rigorous work, a man anatomy, his whole body structure is made up for that. Right? And guess what? Working few times with this brother is rigorous work. You know? And that income before, because not only that, one of the reasons why you won't put a woman through that kind of pressure because of her body anatomy. You know, her womb, you put strain on the womb, whatever the case is. Now if the man want a child, you put a strain on the woman's womb. You know? And what about at a point in time she pregnant and she going and do that kind of work? She could lose a child. And one of the purpose that a man was made here on earth, one of the first commandments that God ever gave man was to go forth and multiply. You know, scripture said the fruit of the womb is the most high reward in the book of Psalms 127. Alright? This is the book of Habakkuk 1 and 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceeded. Alright? So wrong judgment proceeding on this earth right about now, and it's nothing but hypocrisy. Right? This man's kingdom is nothing but hypocrisy. Where since women fighting for equal rights, to me, since I know myself, it seems like women had more rights than men from since on the face of the earth. You know, they always get better treatment if a man, because men do get abused by their wives verbally and and physically. You know?
I used to just say, uh, a quiet man is like that old man going up a sandy way, that woman with much words, something like that. Now, hey, that woman does abuse the husband, and it's not that the husband just might be a humble fella and don't want to break she knows what chip she teeth.
Can't.
You know what I mean? And it's easy, it'd be very easy for a man to get in trouble when he hit his wife. You know, you see a battalion of police, right? But if you tell, if you go to the station and complain that your wife bust your face or something, they go laugh at you down there. So it in balance. So I don't know what this gender equality count quite not balanced. They ain't balancing the scale. It's an unjust balance.
This is Proverbs 17 verse 26. Also, to punish the just is not good, right? Nor to strike princes for equity. No. Also to punish the just is not good. And the just, the scripture said in Ecclesiastes 7, when King Solomon, the wisest man on the earth, when he was talking, he said, hey, he searched out 1,000, he's find not one woman righteous. He said that he searched and there was one man. And what he said, matter of fact, I'll bring it. Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 27, right? This is what the wisest man had to say, right? It says, behold, this have I found, said the preacher, counting one by one, to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. Lo, this only have I found, that the Most High had made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions, right? So the best thing was for you to do, if you're ball about gender rights, that's what the president was saying. If the government understand what is the meaning of the word gender, you know, because also to punish the just is not good. Upright is being just, right? And we are the princes of the Most High, the men, and you're not treating the men and them good, you know, and you don't have no equity, right?
Basically, implementing your laws to favor the women. You basically favoring the women with your doings, and you ain't cutting it down the center.
This is Isaiah 59:14. And judgment is still a way backward, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter. You understand? So justice going backward. Because why? The world is given into the hand of the wicked. It is given into the hand of the so-called white man, right? Who is the seed of Satan, and is also given into woman, with scripture says wickedness proceed from a woman. You know? So the laws favor the wicked, not the just man, you know?
That's something unfair. This is 1 Corinthians 11, starting on verse 8. It says, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man.
Yeah, the woman come from the man. So who is the one you think you should be treating, you know, with more moral, with more just judgment, or whatever the case is? Because when you're treating a man good, he will and provide for your family. And the woman come from him, not the next way around. The man is the head. You know, word.
It says, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
Yeah, the woman was created for the man. So you're supposed to make sure, alright, you want the nation to go better. Make sure the men and them in order. You know, make sure that everything alright with them. Because hey, only a wicked man ain't going and see about the family. Scripture say, if any man provide not for his own household, let him be cast as an infidel. An infidel goes back to an unbeliever, an impious person, a person who does not fear God. And them is the kind of men you have to get rid of. But other than that, let a man look after his own household. Make sure the budget goes towards the men. Hey, and if you're talking about equality, right, then level the playing field. Right? Anything else?
Because the scriptures say, if a man find a wife, find a good thing, and the favor of the Most High is with him. But a man is basically the head. Right? Scripture today in Numbers 180. The pedigree of them is things from the fathers. Right? So you have to make sure it's well with them. And them is them now to make sure it's well with the wives and the children. As the brother say, you have to be wicked, not to be taking care, but you gain things in your favor and you're treating your wife and your children bad.
It's Numbers 1:18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, not mothers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls.
Yeah, because it's really unjust for a woman to go in a shelter and she 14-year-old, 15-year-old son had to stay outside. What sense that make?
What about the crippled boy that we see today, the Elijah boy on the news? You know,
what kind of sense that make? Because a woman go on to take, a mother go on to seek the interest or the security of she son. You taking in the woman and leaving out she son?
That wickedness. That is why we just say this place have to go, you know, until the real Father come back, which is Yahweh Shem El Shai, and establish true judgment and righteousness upon the face of the sleep. Because leave things in the hands of the so-called white man, this whole justice system, this hypocrisy, the world going to be nothing better off than destroyed.
Yeah, because when you're making it better for the woman, and you're making it, you're making confusion. You're gonna make them woman be proud as hell against a man. A man is basically the establishment of the family. A man is basically the household. He's the one, he's the protector, the provider. He's you understand? When you're making it, this place really had to go.
Yeah, and with that, you know, just pray for the kingdom to come. You know, and the will of Yahweh Hashem shall be done, and pray for the destruction of this place, the so-called white man and his justice system, his kingdom. You know, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone that surely do you well. And salutation to each and everyone at the Akim that push this without there in sincerity and in truth. Right? Want to say Shalom la Bakaria wa Mawat la Babal. Right, that to this place.